Well, goodies to start off with the good news coming out of today. Christian Petrarca has just signed up on a very long-term deal. I guess your initial reaction to that?
Oh, it's just brilliant. It's brilliant for our club. Christian's going to be a demon for life, and I think when you get a guy like Christian who was a high draft pick, he come to your footy club in a phase where you're rebuilding, and for him to make that type of commitment and for the club to make that commitment to him, I think it's fantastic. And to see what he's given our club so far and to see what he's going to give it in the future is really exciting for us. So we're absolutely wrapped. He's a great person. He's going to be a great player. He's already, and we're just looking forward to having a long career together.
I mean, it's very, very long, Simon. 2029 would be one of the biggest deals going around in the league. Was there any trepidation about that? He's going to take him through till theoretically well into his 30s.
Oh, I think that shows you the confidence that we've got in Christian. I think he's a high-quality player who's just getting better and better all the time, and his ability to play in the midfield but also ability to play forward gives us a lot of confidence that he's going to have a very long career and play well into his 30s. So as a club, we're very supportive of what was going into the decision making, and I just think it's a great show of faith from the club and also from Christian and the belief that he's got in our footy club. So, as I said, we're out with the deal, and I know Christian is as well.
Any doubt, Simon, that he would ever stay, and how important is it to get it out the way relatively early in the season?
Oh, no doubts at all. Christian loves his footy club. He's worked incredibly hard. He's got great relationships here with the core group of players. He's got his best mates that he's worked really hard to forge his career and to help build the Melbourne Footy Club. So there was no doubt that he wanted to be a Melbourne player, and we were very confident in that. And it was just a matter of getting the finer details of the deal done. And Christian's going to be a demon for life, which is exciting.
Simon, it must say a bit about Christian signing following the likes of Clayton and Christian Salem recommitting earlier in the year. What does that say to you about the buy-in with the boys and the group? Obviously, great start to the year, but what does that say to you about the culture of the place at the moment?
Yeah, I think there's an enormous connection between our playing group, and there's a core group of players that you've spoken about that have already signed and are all important pillars in our footy club, not only now but moving forward. And they want to build success together, and they want to do it over a long period of time. And I think it's a great show of faith that they all want to stay together. And I think it speaks volumes for the people that are within our footy club and the culture that we're starting to build, that they want to be a part of that, and they want to be a part of the Melbourne Footy Club. So it does. It's a great indicator for us as a footy club and our supporters and everyone that's looking in at our footy club. But there's a core group of players that want to have success together.
Simon, do you think you'll still be in a position to attack the free agency market yourselves, given you've locked in so many players, or do you think this really is now the core group and obviously it's not set and forget, but the best part of it is secured for the next 4 or 5 years?
Oh, look, our number one priority has always been our core nucleus, but we in this industry, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's available out there. You never know what options. And every year, our list management and recruiting team do an unbelievable job at assessing where we're at, what's available, and how to maximise all the options that we've got out there to improve our footy club. And that'll be no different this year. The great thing about this year is we've got a core group of players that have recommitted. Where that leaves us, we'll wait till the end of the year.
Do you expect Christian to get even better, Simon, over the 7 years?
100% I do. It's an expectation we've got in every player at any age that they're always working on their game to get better, and Christian's no different. And the way he prepares himself, the way he comes to training, his every day is about that. It's about mastery. It's about the willingness to continue to improve and seek out small gains in your game. And he does that to a really high level, and that'll be his expectations over that period of time. We see it with the greats of the game still. A Dustin Martin. Each year you see him continually getting better, and Christian's no different to that. He's not a finished product by any stretch of the imagination.
And attention turns to Sam Wiedemann and his future. Are you confident he'll be at the club next year?
Yeah, I am. Sam's a terrific young kid, a young player who once again has invested a lot into our footy club, and I'm sure that'll sort itself out in time. He's a highly valued person, and he's going to have a great career with the Melbourne Footy Club. So we are confident. Sam's in a great spot. He's just got back from injury. He's 3 weeks into, I think he's played 4 games now, back from a 8-week layoff. and his game's starting to come into some really good shape. So there's no question he's going to push for selection pretty hard and be an integral part of our team at some point.
Sorry, just to backtrack briefly, Simon, but really signing Christian 16 or 17 months out from when he was going to be available to other clubs, was that done to ensure that other clubs didn't ever get a look in?
I think it just shows his commitment and our commitment to Christian and Christian's to us as a footy club. You know, he's a really important player and he's played some exceptional footy over the last 2 years. So for us to be in this position, 18 months out, for him to commit to our footy club, I think says a fair bit about Christian and about our footy club and our desire to keep the connection strong.
Just tying into about like what Daniel said with the free agency, Simon, do you feel like you're in a good position to, I guess, keep hold of a lot of these players and not maybe suffer a squeeze? Like you've managed to sign up a lot of your real core, but do you feel like you'll be able to keep most of this group together rather than be sort of have to squeeze players out?
Oh, that's been a priority, is to keep our playing group together, and our players understand that. So, we don't talk about our list management strategy, publicly. We don't talk about where we sit in our cap space. All we focus on is our players and making sure we've got our list available. And we'll continue to look at the avenues where we can continue to get better on our list, whether that be through free agency, draft. And I understand the question, but we're really confident that our players are going to be together for a long time.
Does Tom start back this week?
So what was that?
Does Tom McDonald start down back this week?
No, he doesn't. He's going to start as a forward. He's been one of our best forwards all year. So we'll get him back in that position. He did a great job last week under difficult circumstances, but he'll be back in the forward line, back where he's played some strong footy, and Harrison Petty will come into the team. And Harrison's ready to play AFL footy. He's worked incredibly hard. He's another really highly valued young player that's put 3 to 4 years of development into his body, and he's ready to play a significant role for us. And it's come under really unfortunate circumstances with Tomo going down, but he's been ready for a little while.
Obviously, great form. Do you forecast any other changes coming up against the Swans, or just keep it as is?
Oh, look, we're really conscious of making sure we keep good cohesion with our team. Last week was the first time we had to make a number of changes, leading in with Viney and also with Tomo going down in game. So we'll look to keep our cohesion. We've still got some things to finalise, but the core nucleus of the squad that played last week will be playing again.
Thanks, Rudy.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.